women's basketball as a growing sport. Today, big news coming from the college basketball scene as Caitlin Clark declared for the 2024 WNBA draft just about 2 hours ago.
Wow.
Yes, for going an extra year of eligibility due to COVID. So she has taken the WNBA by storm soon here as the 15 points away from Pete Maravich's all-time NCAA scoring record. And Indiana Fever of the WNBA hold the #1 overall pick, so you know they've got to be happy right now.
That's awesome. That's great. Happy for her.
We are up and away as Rachel Cox comes up with the steal, takes it right up to the hoop, swinging it around now is Valley going up to the hoop. Strong Kimber Reeve, no good, trying to grab her own miss. Rolls off her knee, though, and that's going to be Moquis' ball.
Kimber was also a fantastic point of addition that they had in this squad. Yesterday, she was at the point of attack. She was in the paint. She was making a difference on both the offensive and the defensive side of the ball. It was interesting that they went to her first.
Yeah, Valley running a more traditional 3-out, 2-in look on offense as the ball rolls off the knee of Sonata Griffin, but it will stay Moquis ball.
Yeah, so yesterday, Maisie Dunn obviously came off the bench. She just flown home from Washington, D.C., as we talked with Governor Spencer Cox. So let's see if she can get back on track after a day's rest.
Yeah, no, try to catch back up after all that jet lag flying from Washington, D.C. has got to be rough as Dunton takes it to the hoop, stops in the short corner, and they're back to swinging it outside. And an open three-pointer from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line for him. Dunton, no good. Rebounded by Valley.
There's that cross-court pass we know from Valley.
Yeah, Valley excels in that cross-court passes. That one is stolen away by Dunton, letting her impact be felt immediately. And a quick foul whistled there.
Yeah, so Valley's going to be looking like a lot of NFL quarterbacks out there, throwing it back and forth from wing to wing. So it's up to the Moquis. Hey, look at where they're going to pass. Most likely it's going to be across the court, so look to intercept.
Yeah, that foul goes against Lydia Cox, her first of the game. And you made the comparison earlier that Valley is a team full of Tom Brady's. They are not afraid to sling that ball across court as the Moquis have the ball, trying to get it inside. Stolen away there by the Buffaloes, taking it up court. Now is Andy Anderson. Takes up her dribble, swings it back outside to Reeve. Goes up strong with the right hand. No good. Fight for the rebound. Anderson comes up with it, and a foul's going to be whistled on that shot. Going to send her to the Ace Legacy Hardware free throw line.
Andy Anderson was also a critical piece to them trying to get that win yesterday. She was also fouled out later in the game, but the way she was able to start off really strong, and especially with her jump shot, that's helping keep them in it. So I'm interested to see how she fares today.
And she misses the first one from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Andy Anderson 0 for 1 right now. That foul did go against Ellie Nelson of Escalante. Line up that second shot, and she is up. And off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, though, and Reeve comes down with it, swinging it down low, back to Cox, and it is up and in. Maddie Cox going up strong with that one for the Buffaloes as they break out the full court pressure already, running a 2-1-2 press. They get the ball to Anderson, driving up and in. That's going to be Sonata Griffin getting her first basket of the game.
Yeah, so the key is to get a lot of these other guards involved besides Maisie. Maisie had to force a lot of shots as the three-pointer's no good that time by Maddie because the other guards weren't able to do anything. So the fact that Sonata's able to get something to see go down, that could be huge going down the line.
Yeah, and as we were talking about in the pregame, 2 previous matchups between this team with Valley winning both of them, but you know they say it is really hard to beat the same team 3 times in a row.
They even say it's hard to beat the same team twice, so that says so much more if they're able to do it 3 times in one season.
Each progressive win gets a bit harder as Valley set to inbound along the baseline, swinging it up top, resetting that position to Anderson. Gets the ball to Rachel Cox from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. Pulled down there by Raylan Roberts for the Moquis. 2-2 ball game now with 6 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. As Rachel Cox again showing that defensive fire that we saw so much of in this 1A second round against Whitehorse.
Yeah, she's an emotional player, and that can really come to affect how you want to play a game, especially when it comes to mentality, which is a huge part.
They get the ball to Dunton up in the right corner. Swinging around, and a quick foul. That one will more than likely go against Rachel Cox, and that will be her first personal foul of the game. 2 personal fouls now for Valley, 1 for Escalante.
You can just see she is just glued right now to Maisie Dunn, not allowing her to really get any space at all right now.
Yeah, running a nice deny style of defense, not really allowing her any any separation outside or in as the ball soars out of bounds there. Still Moquis ball. They swing the ball over to Dunton. She has an open lane down the left side of the court, goes up with that right hand, no good, and they're going to whistle her for the travel.
Yeah, great defensive stop as she had to kind of shuffle her feet to get around, which obviously forced the travel.
Yeah, and it looks like taking it down this time is going to be Rachel Cox, that spark plug on defense for the Buffs. Clearing it out, calling more of an isolation play. 3 players on the left side, 1 on the interior as Rachel's forced to pick up her dribble, swinging it down low to Kimber Reeve. Going to work in the paint, goes up, no good, and they're going to travel right back.
She called it herself after she did it. She did the little traveling motion. She knew what happened.
Yeah, you got to love that awareness from players. As Escalante inbounds the ball, they're pushing it up court, trying to beat the full court pressure of the Buffaloes, and they take it into the paint, going up Dunton. Stolen away there by Cox, and she swings it up court to Andy Anderson. Out now to Lydia Cox, throws up the prayer, no good, and it's going to bounce out of bounds, and it's going to be Escalante ball.
So Escalante's playing some good defense right now. Yesterday, the Whitehorse Valley game was actually a pretty high-scoring affair. It was 55-45. So right now, the fact that they're only holding them to 2 points without Maisie Dunn really having the ball on offense, that's something to say.
Yeah, Escalante doing an excellent job defensively right now. Now what they really need to figure out is how to beat the defensive pressure that the Buffaloes are bringing their way. As Dunton dribbles around trying to find something for the Moquis. Get it to Raylan Roberts, loose ball situation. And that Moquis able to recover. Long two by Raylan Roberts, and it's nothing but net on that one.
Grabbed a little backboard on the way down, but Raylan Roberts, great shot that time as Escalante takes a 4-2 lead.
Rachel Cox taking it up that near side of the court, trying to get it inside. Ball poked away, but a foul's going to be whistled. That looks like it's going to go against Ellie Nelson.
So her second already. Something to watch as we move forward in this contest. Could be an early foul trouble.
Yeah, we saw yesterday in that Whitehorse Valley game, not the most consistent free throw shooting team, but then again, in this gym, it seems like no one has been the most consistent free throw shooting team.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. There's something in this gym, I guess, that is kind of just holding the ball out of the hoop.
Lots of chaos down on the court, but Maddie Cox comes up with it, and she goes up, and a foul's going to be called. We'll see if they give that to her on the ground. Nope, they're going to send her to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for 2 free shots.
I think it's going against Maisie Dunton.
Maisie Dunton, that would be her first personal foul of the game. As Maddie Cox lines up on the free throw line, up and in from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Legacy Ace Hardware located at 159 North Main in Panguitch, as the first one is good from Maddie Cox. Second one up, nothing but net on that one. Cashing it home for the Buffaloes. Near steal there. Moquis able to recover, swinging the ball up court. Again, great defensive pressure that Valley's bringing. Immediate double team pressure, in trouble, managing to pass it in and out. Sonata Griffin going to the hoop, up and in.
That was awesome. Maisie Dunton drew a defender to the wing, and so it opened up a lane to the basket. Sonata Griffin now with 4.
And one of the Moquis' leading scorers right now as they swing the ball around. Nice long cross-court passes again from the Buffaloes. As they're just slinging that thing left and right.
It'll never get old.
And they get the ball into Anderson. Up. No good. Foul whistle on that one. That's going to send her to the line for 2 more.
Here's a look at that last drive. Great move by Sonata.
Kimber Reeve at the line now was the one fouled on the shot. Up. No good on that one. 4-6 deficit for Valley right now. As the second shot up and good on that one from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Escalante looking to push the ball up the court through the full court pressure of the Buffaloes, and they get to Sonata Griffin down the far side of the court. Loses the ball, it's going to roll out of bounds, and Valley ball.
So the high-pressure defense is now forcing some turnovers. It's amazing. Maisie still hasn't gotten the ball that much on offense.
Checking in for Lydia Cox now is Emma Cox, number 3 on the court for the Buffaloes. Again, like we said, family affair.
I think if you just say Cox does something, you're probably right.
Yeah, no, that's the bailout call. As Maddie Cox does get to the free throw line, pull-up jump from about 10 feet out, no good. Rebounded by Emma Cox, letting her impact be felt early. They pass it down low to Kimber Reeve, no good on that one. Another rebound to to Maddie Cox now from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line is Anderson, no good. Escalante finally able to come down with the rebound, but full court pressure relentless from the Buffaloes. But they're able to break it as they push it up that far side of the court. And they're going to call a blocking foul. That's going to go against number 5, Rachel Cox, her second.
All right, so now I believe we've got 3 different players, 2 for the Moquis, 1 for the Buffaloes, that have 2 fouls apiece.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous situation, especially when we saw them in foul trouble majority of that Whitehorse game. That kind of took them out.
Yeah.
As the Moquis get the long jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Emma Cox.
So that was one of Maisie's struggles in yesterday's game. She was forcing a lot of shots. She didn't allow for her teammates to thrive. I think because Sonata's gotten some buckets go down, she can get an opportunity.
And from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line, Maddie Cox's shot no good. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. Great hustle play there by Maddie Cox, forcing the jump ball.
They called that one pretty quickly, actually.
They did. Valley kind of bringing off that full court pressure, instead looking more into a 2-3 look right now. 3-2 as they drive down that far side of the court. Ball nearly flying out of bounds, and it's going to be recovered by the Moquis. They're going to drive inside, going up with that strong right hand. And that's going to be McCall Dunton, her first basket of the game. And they're going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick Zions Bank timeout as well. You're listening to 1A Basketball, brought to you by the University of Utah, TeamHive.live, and KTTA 8.1.
Garcane Propane proudly sponsors Region 20 basketball. We are here to meet your propane needs. Call us 800-747-5403.
Glendale Town wants to wish the Valley Buffaloes success. If you're passing through on your way to Bryce Canyon or Zion, stop in and enjoy the Glendale Apple Festival. Welcome home to Glendale.
Welcome back to today's 1A Consolation Bracket Showdown between the Escalante Moquis and the Valley Buffaloes. We're coming out of a Zions Bank timeout for banking designed to help you score more. Zions Bank is for you. As Valley has the ball, as they are finding themselves in a 5-8 deficit with 2:24 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Maddie Cox really the only one to get things going. She has 4 of the 5, so we'll see if other teammates can get involved in the scoring.
And another long cross-court pass from Maddie Cox to Andy Anderson, goes up from the short corner, no good. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to be able to pull that one back outside. Another long cross-court pass, this one just slipping through the fingers of Jane Jennings.
It's hard because as you rotate as a passer, if you're going cross court, you have to predict where your teammate's going to be. And that time, she predicted a little bit wrong and it went into the bleachers.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little mind-reading act, and that can be hard to do. As another foul
that's
from Rachel
3.
Cox. That's 3 quick fouls in the first quarter. 3 of Valley's 4 team fouls, and she's taken herself to the bench right away. As checking into the game for her is going to be Tess Roundy, averaging about half a point a game, a sophomore for the Buffaloes.
That was huge right there. That was a big key to this game.
Yeah, this is a massive, massive swing events from what we've seen the last 2 times from when these 2 teams played together, as the Moquis have the ball, swinging it around, great motion, getting it to Sonata Griffin along the baseline, rolls out of bounds, and that's going to be Valley ball. Emma Cox running floor general duties this trip down for the Buffaloes. Driving down that right side, picks up a dribble, slings it cross court to Jane Jennings outside now. Valley again using excellent ball movement as we've seen so far this tournament. They're not afraid to make the long pass, and that usually ends up in open shots. But right now, Moquis doing an excellent job of defending that as they fall into more of a man 3-2 zone blend. They get the ball inside to Anderson. Shot is up. That's going to be 3-second violation against Valley, and that's going to be Moquis ball.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one yet in these 2 days that we've been calling these games, but that's just an awareness on the defensive side. You're forcing them to stay inside the paint, and great look that time by the Moquis to play that on the defense.
Dunton in the corner to McCall. Dunton as they get the ball to Maisie Dutton, goes up, no good, grabs her own miss, goes up again, strong, no good, and another rebound for Valley. That one was going to be Maisie Dutton putting that one back up and in, putting them up 5 with 46 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of action.
Taylor Carlisle making a great move off the Maisie Dutton miss. That was awesome. Dutton still forcing a little bit of these shots. Let's see if she can get an open look soon.
And a good steal there by McCall Dutton. She's going to push it up court now for the Moquis. Stomping that beautiful Richfield center court logo.
You love that logo.
I love that. It's so big. It's extravagant.
Oh, man.
As Maisie Dutton has the ball on the right side of the court. Tries to throw the bounce pass. Against me. A kicked ball violation against Jane Jennings, the freshman, for the Buffaloes.
10.9 left. That's enough time to set up a really good look right here if you're the Moquis.
Yeah, last shot opportunity for the Moquis here, and that's what you want. If you can go up 8 here, that'll be the ideal plan as they get the shot open in the short corner. No good. Fight for the rebound, though. She's got 2 seconds to try and put that back up. And Maisie Dutton hammered at the buzzer. They're not going to give her that shot, though. They're going to say that was on the ground.
Well, there's 4 fouls for the team, so that means it's got to be a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that foul goes against Emma Cox.
Or 2 shots. Sorry, it's not a 1-and-1. It's 2 shots.
That foul goes against Emma Cox, her first, and you were very correct there. Maisie Dutton will go to the line as both teams go down low to talk it out with their teams in between quarters, shooting free throws. Something you don't get to see very often is these empty court free throws, barring a technical foul, as she cashes in that first one from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
She did that while the lights were still on all around the backboard. That was crazy.
It's like a little light-up game, one of those gimmicks a bowling alley would do, as that second shot rolls around before falling, no good. And that will do it for the first quarter of action. Valley falling behind 11-5 to the Escalante Moquis. We'll be right back here on 1aball.com.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
Griffin Grocery in Escalante is family-owned and operated since 1967. They have a great selection of fresh produce, meats, breads, and so much more. Wishing the Moquis success in the postseason tournaments.
Welcome back to today's broadcast. This broadcast brought to you by Chicken Lights and Chrome Truck Show in Panguitch on 1aball.com. Now, Tyler, you said you got some Fab Rats trivia for us?
Yeah, we got some Fab Rats. Let's play some Fab Rats trivia. Fab Rats is an entertaining, family-friendly YouTube channel. So I'm going to ask a trivia question. Make sure to email your answer to uhsslive@gmail.com. The winner will get a Fab Rats t-shirt from the broadcast booth. The question for today is, what year is the 55 Chevy? All right, if you know what year it is, email your answer to uhsslive@gmail.com. Winner, again, gets a free Fab Rats t-shirt.
And those Fab Rats t-shirts are incredibly nice. And that's a tough one. What year is the 55 Chevy? As the Moquis push the ball off court off the air ball from Valley on that opening possession of the second quarter. Stolen away there by Andy Anderson. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. And it's still going to be Buffalo ball.
Yeah, so a lot of balanced scoring from Escalante in that first quarter. You had 5 different players that had points, but if you look for the Buffaloes, only 2, and I think that's the difference right now.
Yeah, right now, the Moquis playing one of the best games of their life, and it does look like Maisie Dutton has recovered from that long flight from D.C.
Right now she doesn't need to.
Yeah, as they get the ball into Anderson, up, no good. Fight for the board, and it's going to be the Moquis coming up with it. Sonata Griffin pushing it up court, swinging it back outside. Griffin from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line, no good. Grabs her own miss, goes to the hoop, up, no good, but she will be fouled. That's going to send her to the charity stripe for 2 free attempts.
The effort that they're putting in there. They're crashing the glass both on the defensive side and especially the offensive side. When you get second and third chance points, that changes the game.
Griffin now at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, getting ready to shoot the ball, going through her routine. And it's up. Off that back iron, rolling out the front. No good on that one for Griffin. 0 of 1 right now in the game. Lining up her second attempt from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Legacy Ace Hardware located 159 North Main in Panguitch, and she cashes that second one home.
Hey, always use that square in the backboard. That'll most likely get your ball in the hoop, am I right?
Oh, yeah, Banks always open as Valley swinging the ball around, trying to get an open look. Right now running a bit of a 4-out look as Griffin comes up with the steal. She's going strong. She has one man to beat, goes up with the left hand. No good on that one. Almost wedges it in. Valley on the other end looking to respond now. Lobs the pass to Jennings, and it soars out of bounds. That's going to be Moquis ball right back.
Wow, the fact that a missed fast break layup, and they're still up 7, and they still have an opportunity to do this. It's all because of their effort on the defensive end. Sonata Griffin's making a difference, even though she missed that. You can see she's limping a little bit. She kind of hit her thigh at the beginning of that first quarter, and it's not hindering her at all right now.
Yeah, Griffin up to 5 points in the game as right now McCall Dunton with the ball. Moquis running a bit of a more traditional 3-out set, and then Dunton from beyond the Bryce Canyon City 3-point line, no good. And a lot of contact on that one, and they're going to call her for a travel, and she slams the ball to the ground. Emma Cox not happy with that one at all, as she runs down to the other end of the court and then running right back.
I thought that was maybe an act of defiance if she was going to walk out. I didn't know what was going on.
It just storms out of the gym. That'd be something else, as a long 2-pointer is good there for Taylor Carlisle. 14-5 now in favor of Escalante. Coming into this game underdogs. Valley has to try and find an answer back with 5:50 left to go here in the first half. So they swing the ball around, trying to set up something on offense. Jennings with an open look from 3, but does not take it. Opting to go with a shot she's more comfortable with as they swing it out to Maddie Cox. Shot is up from the Bryce Canyon City 3-point line. No good. Pulled down by Maisie Dunn, who's going to go in a foot race. Racing down that court, goes up with the right hand, coast to coast. No good. And a foul's going to be whistled there against Escalante. Looks like that one is going to go against Taylor Carlisle, her first personal foul of the game. As risky move now, bringing Rachel Cox and Lydia Cox back into the game, checking in for Jennings and Maddie Cox.
Yeah, so Rachel coming back in here with 3 fouls. That's something, again, to watch out for, because if she gets even 1 year in this quarter, we might not even see her at all until the 4th.
Yeah, and she's a spark plug for this team. They're going to need her out there throughout the third quarter. She's a defensive menace, but she is going to have to tone it down a little bit. Nice bounce pass into the paint to Maddie Cox. Loses the ball, fight for it. Picked up by Lydia Cox. Cross-court pass to Rachel Cox, driving inside down the lane. Swinging it back outside. Valley looking to find something, and a deep 3-pointer there from Rachel Cox. And that one catches nothing but air on the way down. That's going to be Moquis ball.
So the scoreboard reads 15-5. I wonder if they counted that deep 2 by Carlisle as a 3.
They might have, and I guess refs do have a better angle of it and do have to make a more split-second call. But from up here, it definitely looked like she was inside the 3-point line. As Griffin has the ball, handing it off to Maisie Dunton along the right side of the court. Tries to get it inside, and she will to McCall Dunton. Facing immediate double-team pressure. They have to swing it back outside to Maisie Dunton. Trying to cross-court it, and it's tipped away there. Fight for the ball, and that's going to be a jump ball. And an excellent job there by McCall Dunton, diving to the ground, laying her body on the line, trying to gain possession.
They're physical, they're aggressive, they're getting after it, and it's allowing them to get second chance and third chance opportunities.
And we're staying Moquis ball here as they line up about the tee, and Wildcats along the baseline. They kick it into Maisie Dunton, who's going to drive down the lane. Going up strong, lots of contact, no good. Grabs her own miss, though. Up, no good. Blocked there by Kimber Reeve, but the third chance will go up and in.
So if they're counting that 3, she's now up to 5 here in the second quarter.
Oh, that's spectacular. As Rachel Cox dribbles outside, passes out to Lydia Cox from beyond the Bryce Canyon City 3-point line, no good. And again, another fight for the ball. Just a pile of humanity on the ground, and it's going to be another jump ball.
I mean, I don't know if I even saw this coming at all. Escalante's up by 12.
Yeah, they are playing just incredibly cohesive basketball, not allowing an inch on defense. Valley has to pass it out to Kimber Reeve. Immediate shot, and it's going to be good from about 12 feet out. That's going to make it only a 10-point ball game now for the Buffaloes.
Kimber Reeve only has 3 after such a dominant performance yesterday.
and Valley bringing double team pressure now. They're going to have to be careful with that, especially with Rachel Cox on the floor as Maisie Dutton swings it down low to McCall Dutton and goes up with the right hand, up and in off the glass. 19-7 now with 4 minutes left to go, and that's going to force a quick timeout from Valley. We'll take a quick Zions Bank timeout as well.
JB Clough Livestock would like to wish the Valley Buffaloes the best of luck during the region and state tournaments. Go Buffaloes! JT Steel is a custom steel fabricator. It all began with a $2,000 job in 1983, from large projects like the BYU baseball stadium to a customer that needs an angle with a couple holes. Owner and Garfield County Commissioner Jerry Taylor wishes all teams success.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout. This state championship basketball game brought to you by Lime Excavating on TeamHive.live and 1aball.com. Now, Tyler, you were talking about an interesting stat regarding their record from Escalante.
Nate Thatcher, but
Nate
thank
Thatcher,
you.
I am so
hey,
sorry.
You're good. Me and Tyler, we're similar. But Escalante right now leading 19-7, but they've lost 16 of their last 18 games. I don't know if anyone besides Escalante was ever anticipating this type of start that they've had in the first half.
Yeah, it's Consolation Cinderella story could be brewing right now as Rachel Cox has the ball up top, pulling it from three-point range. Nothing but net there on the Bryce Canyon City three-point shot. Making it 19-10 now with 3:40 left to go here in quarter number 2.
That's what she did yesterday as they mounted a comeback against Whitehorse late in the third quarter to give themselves the lead, of course, before they eventually lost that one.
They're swinging along the baseline, goes up strong, no good. And that's going to be Kimber Reeve coming with a rebound. Stolen away, though. And that's going to result in a quick frustration foul from Kimber Reeve. That's going to be her first of the game. That's going to set them up along the baseline as they look to find something, another spark on offense. They have to get it in soon. They do. Inside to McCall Dunn, who's going to bring it back outside the three-point line. Pass nearly stolen there, but they're going to operate, reset the offense in a 4-out look. One operating the high and low post and a few cutting actions here as they get the ball to McCall Dunn, picking up her dribble, swinging it to Raylyn Roberts. Back and forth, the ball goes. Ping-ponging around the floor, and this time stolen by Kimber Reeve. She has 4 people to beat, ends up spinning out. Tip pass by Maisie Dutton ends up in the hands of Raylyn Roberts.
That's why you always run back as a defensive player. Maisie was late, but she didn't stop. She came back, she got the tip, gave her offense the ball.
And a three-pointer from Maisie Dutton. Nothing but net on that one. A great shot from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. Full court pass now. Goes up, blocked with authority there by McCall Dutton.
This is amazing. I have no words right now. The difference in both of these squads from yesterday's games is astounding.
Valley just looking a little drained from that extremely emotional Valley game as they have to look to inbound. Miscommunication there could result in another Moquis steal. No, Lydia Cox able to recover that ball. Swings it to Rachel Cox, pulling it from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. Goes up. No good. And that's going to send her to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for 2 free attempts.
Kimber Reeve is a dominant force in the paint. They haven't used her enough. I feel like when they went down by a lot, they started hucking up some threes. I mean, while Rachel Cox has been able to get one to go down, I think they need to go back to number 22 because she's able to do some great things down low.
And the first one up, cashes that one home from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Checking out of the game now is going to be Jane Jennings checking out of the game, and in comes Maddie Cox back into the game for the Buffaloes. Reeves' second shot from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by McCall Dunton. It's going to cross that beautiful midcourt stripe. Little slip and slide action up there on an attempted screen.
On your favorite logo, no less.
Oh, yeah, on this holy place. As Dutton drives inside, goes up with the floater off the back iron. No good. Rebound, though, by the Moquis. Second shot opportunity, no good. Rebounded by Reeve. Another long pass there to Maddie Cox, out to the corner to Rachel Cox. Back to Kimber Reeve, driving down the lane, swings it outside, and they're going to call that foul on the ground. We'll see who they whistle that one against. Looks like it's going to go against Raylyn Roberts, her first personal foul. Second, excuse me.
So an interesting to note, Maisie Dunton now off the floor because she has 3 fouls. But, I mean, she only has 4 of the team's points, so I think they could do pretty well without her right now.
And they get a nice open look down beneath the hoop. Up and in goes Maddie Cox.
Had 4 points in the first quarter, didn't score since then. She's got 2 here in the second.
And a nice steal there from Rachel Cox. Immediate contact. That's going to stay Valley ball. That one goes against Sonata Griffin. Her first personal foul of the game.
So now they're kind of losing that momentum because they're hustling plays as another long pass comes in.
And they try and bounce it down low to Reeves. Stolen away by the Moquis. Fight for the ball. And they're going to call that one jump ball in favor of the Moquis. That's going to set them back up on the other end of the court. With Sonata Griffin taking it down court. Facing about 3/4 court pressure. Nice defensive opportunity. Stolen away there by Andy Anderson. Tries to go up. Blocked away there by Ellie Nelson. A lot of chaos down on the court and throws bodies to the ground. And a foul will be whistled before a brawl can break out. Having to hold Lydia Cox back a little. She came up ready to throw hands.
She's got some words. She had something to say down there.
And that will go against Ellie Nelson, her 3rd personal foul.
So 2 Moquis now with 3 fouls apiece.
And it is going to be a bonus opportunity now for Lydia Cox at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Legacy Ace Hardware located at 159 North Main in Penguich. Takes a dribble, taking a second to calm and collect herself as the first one is up. Off the back iron, fallen incomplete. As checking into the game now for Ellie Nelson is going to be Maisie Dunton back into the game for the Moquis. Second one from Lydia Cox up, and she strokes that one home. 22-14 with a minute 29 left to go here in the first half of action on 1aball.com. Trying to split the defenders. Emma caught, splitting it around, and nearly stolen there. Moquis able to recover until they throw it right to the weight and hands of Rachel Cox as a foul is going to be whistled. This game's getting a little chippy. Looks like they're going to whistle that one against Taylor Carlisle. That's going to be her first personal foul according to the scoreboard.
So a mini 4-0 run right now by the Buffaloes. Chance to make it a 6-0 run here if Rachel can get both of these to go.
She lines up that first one from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Little hop, step, and a skip action. No good off that one. Rachel Cox missing that first shot attempt from the charity stripe. Goes up. Bingo off the back iron. Minute 15 left to go here in the first half. Moquis with the ball. And stolen by Lydia Cox. Pushes it up court to Andy Anderson. Goes up. No good off the front iron. Pulled down by Maisie Dunton. And a quick foul called. That one looks like it's going to go against Lydia Cox, the guilty party. Looks like a little payback for that earlier foul down along the baseline.
Yeah, and I think obviously both Rachel and Lydia are really emotional players. They really get into whatever game they're playing. But the Moquis have to realize, hey, you had all this momentum, and it is slowly slipping away. You got to get over the half-court line, set up your offense if you can make some more shots.
And a nice deflection there by Andy Anderson, who will come away with the big steal, driving down the left side of the line, goes up with both hands, no good. And it's going to be Maisie Dunton coming away with it as she pivots around trying to get something. Oh, a nice little hesitation move as a double screen there from the Moquis as she crosses around, slings it down low, goes up and in! My goodness, what a play by McCall Dunton.
Maisie weaved through the entire Buffaloes team and then found the assist to McCall.
As Anderson fouled along the baseline. That's going to put them back to the line as it is in the bonus. Right now, Andy Anderson missed one shot free throw attempt so far, her only of the game. Lining it up. And gets that lucky bounce off the back iron before dropping in from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
That's Andy Anderson's first points of the game. That's really crazy, actually.
Yeah, Valley doing an excellent job containing the Buffaloes defensively. And second one, not enough on it as Moquis are going to come up with the rebound. Raylan Roberts pulling it down as she gets into immediate scrap. And that one is going to be a foul call. Definitely looked like it could have been a jump ball, but that one's going to go against Andy Anderson.
I think it's due to the aggressive nature in which she tried to grab the ball. I don't know what they were seeing there, but obviously it's a foul, I guess, in their eyes.
Referees have a lot on their mind. They have to determine the intent of the motion, too. As a nice little backdoor pass as she is knocked to the ground, and that's going to stay Moquis ball. Yeah, officials definitely trying to having a bit of a hard time keeping this one under control as both these teams, region rivals against each other as they swing the ball around. And a lot of contact there by Kimber Reeve. She's going to pick up her second personal foul with only 13.4 seconds left, and that's going to put the Moquis in the bonus. That one's going to send Taylor Carlisle to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. And a little too strong on that one. 24-16 with 13.4 seconds left to go here in the first half of action on 1A Ball and KSLSports.com. Carlisle lining up her second. It's up. And just can't connect on that one as they push the ball up court. Rachel Cox, outlet pass down low to Andy Anderson, up and in with 5 seconds left. They're trying to hurry. They have to push it. Sonata Griffin pulling up from deep range and not even close. And that's going to do it for the first half of action. 24-18 is the lead for the designated visiting Escalante Moquis. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the Zions Bank SUU halftime report.
Imagine the next episode features you. Venturing through cinematic landscapes and delving into binge-worthy exploration. Here, you can let imagination go.
It's time for championship basketball, and Lamb Excavating, located in Orderville, Utah, wishes all teams the best of luck in the postseason. Lamb Excavating.
Welcome to the SUU halftime report here on 1aball.com. Aiden Mortensen joined by Nate Thatcher, Dallin Richards on the camera, and Skylar Ludlow producing. Now, we're kind of in an interesting situation as we walking into this game. We didn't really think Escalante had a chance against Valley, already falling twice in the season to Valley, 58-38 and 50-19. And Nate, kind of walked me through what you've been seeing down there, at least defensively, for the Moquis.
Well, I think it's because they're taking advantage of what we talked about pregame with Valley loving to go cross-court passes, and the Moquis are intercepting. And I think more than that, because Valley's not really having a great shooting game, Escalante's crashing the glass, both on the defensive side, and then when they're missing their own shots, they're getting second chance and third chance points, and that allowed them to get some really good looks close to the bucket and help them get this little 6-point lead they have right now.
Now looking at Valley, they're in a lot of foul trouble right now, playing with a lot of intensity, a lot of passion, but sometimes feeling like a bit too much so.
I think both teams are in foul trouble right now. Obviously, Rachel Cox got all 3 of her foul calls in the first quarter. She came back in the second, dropped 4 points, as second leading scorer for her squad right now. But then there's 3 other players for Valley that have 2, and then if you look at the Moquis, both Ellie Nelson and Maisie Dunn have 3 fouls, with Taylor Carlisle and Raylan Roberts that both have 2. And so this will be interesting because it seemed like it was a really physical first half, and the refs are trying to keep it under control, try to maintain the composure and the aggressiveness of both squads. And so obviously the second half is going to be more aggressive because we're closer to the finish line. One of these teams is going home. One of these teams is moving on. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams respond coming out of the break.
And this has been your SUU halftime report. Ready to soar with SUU? Check them out at suu.edu. We'll be right back with the start of third quarter action. This state championship brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services. Chad Lyman on KTTA 8.1. We'll be right
There's
back.
nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add a new footlong sidekick, like the boss with a new footlong cookie. This might be my favorite sidekick ever. What?
Every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to the Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Join us in Tropic, Utah the first week in May for guided mule rides, vendors, food, and fun, featuring arena events including ranch sorting. Then Friday night, a live concert featuring Bren Hill, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
No matter where life leads you as a Valley Buffalo, always remember that all roads lead home to the town of Orderville, wishing the Buffaloes success in the tournaments.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch City Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all truck drivers that make our communities better, so why not show off their trucks? We wish all teams success.
Son, underage drinking is never the right ingredient.
Blake and Jolene Harris with Red Hollow Trucking want to wish all the athletes good luck in the postseason. Let's go, Buffaloes.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce, with the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at rubysin.com.
At State Bank of Southern Utah, we're not just your bank, we're your partners in financial success. With personalized service and a commitment to your goals, we're here for you every step of the way. State Bank of Southern Utah, where relationships matter.
Coleman and Sage Sorensen are excited to assist you with any of your butchering needs. They are locally owned and operated in Orderville, Utah. They are a custom-exempt shop specializing in farm animals and wild game. Check them out on Facebook or Instagram. Spring Hollow Trucking. We haul cattle and our buffaloes all over. We want to wish the Valley Buffaloes good luck in the postseason. Go get 'em, Buffaloes.
This is the moment. You're here. Where you belong, you belong, you belong.
White Mountain Trading Post is your one-stop shop for all your travel needs. Centrally located between Zion, Bryce, and the Grand Canyon, and on your way to Lake Powell. Serving travelers for over 60 years, we offer clean restrooms, snacks, a gas station, a gift shop, and a Subway. Wishing all teams success in the postseason.
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Whether your group is 2 or 16, Zion's Family Homes has you covered. With 8 homes to choose from, we have the home for you. If you are coming to Orderville for a team event, let us provide housing for the whole team and save you some money. Zion's Family Homes, Betty and Jeremy Chamberlain.
At State Bank of Southern Utah, we're not just your bank, we're your partners in financial success. With personalized service and a commitment to your goals, we're here for you every step of the way. State Bank of Southern Utah, where relationships matter.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need. Bear Diesel Repair is located in Orderville, Utah. Need that oil changed or that engine tuned up? Give Tyler a call for all of your service and repair needs. Wishing the Buffaloes the best in the postseason.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all. Brown Brothers Construction offers a wide variety of construction and excavation services. We offer standard and decorative colored concrete to south central Utah and northern Arizona. We are excited to announce our concrete pumping service to Kane County, Utah and Coconino County, Arizona. We look forward to our next pour with you. Brown Brothers' success is a direct result of our dedicated and talented employees. If you're looking for a fun and fulfilling employment opportunity, join our team today. Everyone at Brown Brothers Construction wishes all athletes the best of luck in the postseason.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit brycecanyoncityut.gov.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at brycecanyonhalfmarathon.com. Race is scheduled for the second Saturday in July. Color Country Lodge boasts classic craftsmanship and unmatched comfort. Our exceptional hospitality and rustic decor make Canyon Country Lodge the perfect place to relax while experiencing the beauty of Escalante. Wishing the Moquis success.
Welcome back to today's 1A consolation round game between the Escalante Moquis and the Valley Buffaloes. This state championship basketball brought to you by SC Broadband on 1aball.com and KSLSports.com. Aiden Mortensen joined by Nate Thatcher on the call for you today as Valley starts the second half with the ball down 6, 24-18. And they're looking to move the ball around. Lots of motion in this offense. Try to get the open bounce pass down low. Ball ripped away there by Maisie Dunn. It's going to roll out of bounds and stay Valley possession, it looks like.
Yeah, so they're trying to get it down to Kimber Reeve, as I mentioned in the first quarter. That's who you want to get it to establish a presence down low in the paint. Maisie, though, great job to steal that pass, even though it goes out of bounds on her.
And they do get the ball to Reeve, just maybe not in the position you normally see her in. She pulls it from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line and gets the lucky bounce on that one, making it a three-point game. And a quick turnover there from the Moquis. Stolen away by Lydia Cox, going to the hoop. Nice floater action. Just a little too much strength on that one. Rebounded by Kimber Reeve, up and in.
Well, that was quick. It's a one-point game.
That was a spectacular start. You could not hope for a better start if you were Valley. As the Moquis looking to try and find an answer back on offense. Trying to drive around. Swinging it back outside, not finding anything along that high post line. And just a little bit of a struggle right now as they swing it to the corner. And they're going to whistle a travel against Sonata Griffin.
So not the start right now. Besides that Maisie Dunn tip, everything has gone wrong for the Moquis here in the first minute.
Rachel Cox assuming floor general duties this trip down. Taking it down that far side of the court. Hands it off to Lydia Cox. Cross-court pass to Maddie Cox from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. And that one, nothing but air, and a lot of contact between teammates there. Rachel Cox, the one actually shoving Andy Anderson to the ground, chasing that rebound.
And maybe it'll inspire her, a little friendly shove.
Yeah, it's like when Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole. Everyone knows that was an inspirational moment.
I don't know if I'd compare those two.
Yeah, those two very, very much nothing alike. As Moquis have the ball on that far side of the court. With it is Sonata Griffin, swings it out to McCall Dutton from about 15 feet out, no good. Fight for the rebound. Moquis going to come up with it, going up with a second chance opportunity, no good. Another rebound, up and in goes Maisie Dutton.
So both of the girls that I feel were critical pieces to the offensive side of the ball are the two girls that have scored so far in the second half.
And a charge call goes up against Kimber Reeve.
So now Kimber's got three. That's also huge. So I think this remaining 6:18 in the third quarter, if either her, Rachel, or Nelson or Dunton get a foul call, things will be interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be big time plays as the Moquis with the ball. running more of a traditional set, 3 along the perimeter, rotating in and out, and 2 working the interior, pass and cut motions all over the place, lots of off-ball movement as Valley looks to be in more of a man-to-man coverage, 1-2-2 zone defense. And a nice steal there by Kimber Reeve, and they push it up court, goes up and in for Andy Anderson. A nice uncontested layup there, as this game is back to within 1 for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, 3 different scores right now for Valley. That was something they lacked in the first quarter, and now they've got it in the third.
Moquis trying to find something, get the ball back to Reeves, swinging it along that perimeter, trying to find something out to Maisie Dutton. Nice screen there, dribbling along that far side of the court, gets it to the short corner, going up, muscling her way into the paint, saying, "Get out of here, peasants." As Valley pushes the ball up court, Rachel Cox looking to respond on the other end, down 3, 28-25. Another long baseball pass, flying around the court. Cox driving inside, swings it out to Kimber Reeve, up, and good from the Bryce Canyon City 3-point line. That was Maddie Cox pulling up from deep 3-point range.
2 3-pointers now here in the third quarter, ties the game up.
All knotted up at 28 with 4:45 left to go in the third quarter. Ball rolls out of bounds, but it's going to remain Moquis ball.
Interesting move here. Kimber Reeve getting taken out of the game for Emma Cox.
Yeah, definitely an interesting move. Trying to keep those players fresh, though. Nice rotation we've seen from Valley so far in the game as they inbound the ball to Raylyn Roberts. They're going to swing it around. Again, high post, low post action as she falls to the ground. Foul's going to be whistled. In disbelief is Emma Cox, picking up her second personal foul of the game.
It's actually her third, so now you have 3 players on Valley with 3 fouls.
Wow.
Are we going to get to the point where there might only be 4 players out on the court for either team?
Now that would be a fun game. And a 5-second violation called against the Moquis. Sonata Griffin not able to get the ball inside at all. And just, wow, we're seeing a completely different team from Valley to start this second half.
Yeah, it all comes from that defensive effort. Defense, a great offense begins with a great defense. I can't say it too many times.
And Rachel Cox with the ball, bringing it along the near side of the court. Back up top now. 4-out set for Valley as they get another long baseball pass. Shot fake, driving inside, going up. A little too strong on that one. Rebounded by Kimber Reeve, up. And a foul whistled on that one. That's going to send her to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for a few free attempts. 4:09 left to go here in the third quarter, and trying to get 3 points the old-fashioned way, 30-28. Reeve at the line, an and one opportunity. It is up and rattles around before finding the bottom of the net. Now, this is one of the first times we've seen Valley lead since early first quarter. And a timeout called there by the Moquis. We'll take a quick Zions Bank timeout as well. We'll be right back with more 1A consolation bracket action on 1aball.com.
Are you visiting the Escalante Slot Canyons, Calf Creek, or traveling Highway 12? Mark your GPS for Cottom's Phillips 66 and Subway Sandwich Shop for your supplies and fuel. Wishing the Escalante team success.
Hey, this is Dr. Rob Barrick, the smile artist located here in Cedar City. If you've ever wanted a new smile, but something's been holding you back, I'd love to spend a minute with you and just answer your questions. If you go to my website, you can set up a free 15-minute video phone call with me where we can just talk about it. The next step is also free. You'd come in and we'd actually design your smile together right there in the chair, print it out, and have you snap it in and give it a test run before doing the actual veneers. To check out my smile portfolio, visit drrobdental.com.
Register now for the Escalante Canyons Marathon or the 5K run at EscalanteCanyonsMarathon.com. Run through the majestic scenic Highway 12, experiencing the Hogsback, Calf Creek, Escalante River, and vistas that will take your breath away even more than the run.
Welcome back to 1A B-ball action. Coming out of that Zions Bank times out for big time banking with a home team feels. Zions Bank is for you as Escalante has the ball. Running 2 high post, lots of motion set. trying to gain some penetration on the inside. Nice move to the hoop. Long outlet pass goes up from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line, and that one's hitting nothing but air. As Sonata Griffin tries to save it, but it falls no good. And that will be Valley ball now, as Rachel Cox has it, taking it up court for the Buffaloes.
So Moquis have gotten some good looks, but Valley's just been able to shoot especially well from the perimeter in this quarter.
Almost a deflection there, but recovered by Tess Roundy. Handoff pass now to Rachel Cox. Swinging it down low to Kimber Reeve. Up and in for Kimber Reeve, the senior.
She's got 7 now in the third quarter alone, almost doubles her first half total.
Yeah, taking over right now with 3:10 left to go in the third quarter. Moquis trying to find an answer on offense, and just nothing really working for him here as they shoot from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. Rolls around before falling in. No good. A nice second chance effort, but pulled down off that second one by Kimber Reeve, and that's going to be a jump ball. Lobbing the ball down court, thinking she had an outlet pass. And it's going to stay Moquis ball. Showing that effort on and off the court.
Look at that speed.
Oh, yeah.
That hustle.
I don't know. With that arm, though, bounced a little too low. I don't know if he could be making the passes some of these girls are making. As they're looking to inbound the ball, trying to avoid another 5-second violation. That will be a second 5-second violation on Sonata Griffin this game.
That half-court defense is astounding right now for the Buffaloes. They're staying in front of their man, their woman, their girl, whatever you call it.
Rachel Cox with the ball now, taking it up court for the Buffs. Hands the ball off to Andy Anderson along the right side of the court. Goes up. No good.
Emma Cox went down hard on that.
Pushing it up court now is going to be Maisie Dutton. Going up with a nice little floater action. Rattles around before finding the bottom of the net. That's going to make it 33-30 in favor of the Buffs, cutting back into that deficit they found themselves in. Haven't been down since early first quarter. Driving inside, kicking it out to the corner. Nice grab by Maddie Cox from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. Nearly grabbing her own miss. Lots of contact on that one.
Hey, look at that sportsmanship. Kimber Reeve picks up Maisie Dutton.
And we have a winner for our Fab Rats trivia of the day. If you couldn't guess, the answer was 55, and the winner, Jeep Spalding.
Tay Spalding's dad. How about that?
I know. Jeep Spalding, go to the Sevier Valley Center broadcasting booth to collect your free Fab Rats t-shirt. Personally, I'd go for the orange one as the ball goes out of bounds. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter action. 33-30 lead for designated home team Valley Buffaloes.
Something to note before we talked about that Fab Rats winner, Kimber Reeves has 4 fouls.
Ooh, and that could come into effect later in the game, especially if it stays this close. Rachel Cox with the ball along that far side, lobbing the ball out to Andy Anderson along that far side of the court, trying to gain some separation. Lots of contact on that one. And that one is going to go against Taylor Carlisle. That's going to be her second.
Should be her third, actually, if I... Yep, it is.
It is her third.
So now you have 4 different players for the Moquis with 3 fouls.
Rachel Cox set to inbound the ball. Ooh, another nice lob, but tipped away there by Maisie Dutton, and it will roll out of bounds. And it's going to stay Valley ball. Great defensive effort there by Maisie Dutton.
She just knows where they're going with these cross-court passes, and while she's not able to retain them in bounds all of the time, she's able to make an effort on them.
Eddie Cox thinking about it, gets it down low to Rachel Cox along the baseline. Nice bounce pass to Maddie Cox, up and in. Cox to Cox to Cox, up and in for Valley. Pushing it up the left side of the court now, looking for an answer. Moquis bringing in a nice screen there, swings it to Griffin in the corner, driving along the baseline, loses her dribble, but a foul's going to be whistled there against Emma Cox in disbelief. That's going to be her third.
That should also be her 4th.
Man, I really cannot count today. This is one. I don't have hands.
Aiden keeps talking to our cameraman. He's having a rough go right now with these foul counts.
It's like having voices in my head that no one else can hear as the shot's up and in for the Moquis, 35-32, with a minute left to go here in the third quarter.
It's not a Griffin's first points here in the second half.
Rachel Cox bringing it up court for Valley. Gets it to Lydia Cox in the high post, takes the long jumper off the back iron, but rebounded there by Andy Anderson. Loses the ball, stolen by Maisie Dunton. Tipped away by Rachel Cox, fight for the ball. They're going to pick it up, swinging it down low to Lydia Cox. Shot fake, bounce pass up. Andy Anderson finding the bottom of the basket.
There's only been 3 scores for the Buffaloes in the third quarter, but they've scored a lot. Maddie Cox, Kimber Reeve, and Andy Anderson.
Maisie Dunton looking to answer back on the offensive end, and a foul's going to be whistled. That might be against Rachel Cox. We'll see who they give that one to.
It is.
That will go against Rachel Cox.
So now 3 players for the Buffaloes with 4 fouls, and we still got a whole nother quarter to go.
Yeah, deadly position. And you're also giving the Moquis a chance in the bonus now. 5 team fouls, 26 seconds left. That's going to send Dunton to the line. The Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, that is. Taking a few dribbles up. And just right, dead center on that one. Legacy Ace Hardware located at 159 North Main in Panguitch. As checking into the game now for Emma Cox and Rachel Cox both coming out of the game. In comes Lindsay Franklin for Valley. Taking a few more dribbles. It is up. And just not strong enough on that one. Rebounded by Lydia Cox, who's going to push the ball up the court. Nice full court pass now. Swinging it around. Great ball movement and a pull up from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line from Tess Roundy. No good. Moquis have time to operate. 10 seconds left. Dunton driving in, goes up strong with that right hand. No good. And a charging foul. Maisie Dunton picking up her second personal foul of the game.
That's actually going to be her 4th.
I am really bad at counting today. My goodness.
How about you just leave the fouls to
I'll
me?
leave the counting to you. Yeah. I got that 3 strikes and I'm out on that one.
You're just off the broadcast.
I'm off. Get me off of here. Get this nonsense away. And a nice steal there by the Moquis. They're swinging it. They have a second operate going up. And it would count if it went, but Sonata Griffin not strong enough on that one. And we will go into the final frame. The Valley Buffaloes leading the Escalante Moquis 37-33 on 1aball.com.
Escalante City, home base for an unmatched outdoor experience. Visit the Escalante Petrified Forest State Park, Calf Creek Falls, Hole in the Rock, Peekaboo Slot Canyon, and White Hollow Reservoir. Escalante City, unmatched beauty and adventure.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today. Are you looking for ways to protect your agricultural-related investments from lack of precipitation and market downturns? We are the Ag Experts. Our team specializes in PRF insurance, LRP insurance, and ranch insurance. Give Chad a call today to learn how you can protect your calf check from the market downturns and your livestock range from drought. Don't get caught at the bottom of the cycles. Choose the experts. Choose us, your agriculture insurance specialists. Call Chad Lyman with Tyler Jeffs & Associates at 435-633-5981.
Welcome back to today's 1A basketball consolation bracket game between the Valley Buffaloes and the Escalante Moquis. This state championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon Car Show and Canyon to Canyon Family Bike Ride on 1aball.com and KSLSports.com. As Valley will open the fourth quarter with possession. They get the ball to Kimber Reeve swinging it around. Nice outlet pass down low, but tipped away. Fight for it. It's flying all around. It's like one of those beach balls at a music festival. And they bounce it out to Maisie Dunton, eventually coming away with it for the Moquis.
All right, let's see if they can get something going in their half-court offense. Maisie Dunton carried them in the third, but can Sonata Griffin and company come back here in the fourth and score again?
Speaking of Sonata Griffin, trying to swing it down to her, but ball deflected away by Maddie Cox. Griffin along the baseline again. They've had troubles there as they hurry up and get this one in to Maisie Dunton, driving along the interior. Ball nearly stolen, but recovered by Raylan Roberts. Swing around back to Dunton along the baseline. Pull up, heavily contested jumper. No good, but she's going to go to the line for 2 at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
So Maisie Dunton is obviously a critical piece for this team because she stayed in this entire game, and right now she has 4 fouls. It's huge.
Yeah, big time plays here as they're going to have to rely on her as the first one from Dutton is up. Rattles around before dropping in. 37-34 advantage now for Valley. 7:22 left to go in the final frame of action. Dutton again at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. It is up, and that one ricochets off the backboard before falling in the hands of Valley. Lydia Cox pushing it up court now. Gets the ball to Maddie Cox. Back to Lydia. Nice cross-court pass driving down the lane. Goes up with that right hand. Just a little too strong on that one. Unlucky bounce. Pulled down there by Dutton, who's been doing it all for the Moquis today. And she'll find herself with an open lane. Goes up high off the backboard. Pulled down by Lydia Cox off the miss. Throws it up to Maddie Cox. Up for Andy Anderson. Up with the right hand and in. 39-34 ball game. 6:45 left to go in the fourth quarter. Griffin driving down, trying to find an answer for the Moquis. McCall Dutton swings it down low. Up! And one opportunity there. Great play by Taylor Carlisle.
Yeah, that's just not knowing where you are, and that's because Kimber Reeves not on the floor. She's one of those girls in this tournament that is really good down low in the paint, and obviously, see, she's coming in to replace Roundy. That Tess just kind of lost where she was at right there, and of course, Roberts able to take advantage.
Yeah, trying to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. 39-36 could make this just or keep it a much more close one-possession ball game. Lining up that shot from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. It's up and cashes that one home. And a timeout's going to be called by the Moquis. We'll take a quick Zions Bank timeout as well. We'll be right back on 1aball.com.
Celebrating over 80 years of service, Garfield Ready Mix and Bryce Valley Builders are proud to sponsor 1A basketball. Providing quality concrete to Paiute, Kane, Garfield, and Wayne counties, the mutters at Garfield Ready Mix are the best around.
Garcane Propane proudly sponsors Region 20 basketball. We are here to meet your propane needs. Call us 800-747-5403.
Welcome back to the 1A consolation game between the Escalante Moquis and the Valley Buffaloes. This state championship basketball brought to you by Harwood and Reese Construction on KSLSports.com. As Valley comes out of that Zions Bank timeout with the ball. Zions Bank for game-winning bank with a home team feel. Zions Bank is for you. Rachel Cox taking it up court for the Buffaloes. Little hesitation move, dribble drive to her left. Nice little shovel pass to Anderson. Nice ball movement, but stolen away there. Great heads-up play by Raylan Roberts for the Moquis. Dutton with the ball up top. As a nice lob attempt, stolen away by Lindsey Franklin. Rachel Cox now pushing it up court, swings it down low to Andy Anderson, goes up and in, and one opportunity for the Buffaloes.
Great job that time by Andy Anderson. She just knew exactly where she was, but the defense did not. She took advantage of it, and that, I believe, is Taylor Carlisle's fourth foul of the game.
You'd be correct, unlike me a lot of the time on these things.
That is also correct, yeah. That's a true statement right there.
As Sonata Griffin checks into the game for Ellie Nelson for Escalante. Line up, that shot is up. Rims in and out, but rebound goes up again for the second chance effort. No good. Pulled down by Dutton. Able to put the ball at the ground and dribble out of what was a scary situation for the Moquis. 41-37 lead for Valley as we enter 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass to Griffin down low in the paint. Tries to get it out, and a foul will be whistled.
Who's this going to be on? This is critical right here.
A big time call from the referee.
That's it. Kimber Reeves gone. That's her fifth.
Kimber Reeve out of this game. One of the leading scorers for Valley in this one. That's going to take a lot of paint presence away from Valley.
over 5.5 minutes left. And the team already has 3 fouls right now. It's only 2 more, and the Moquis are in the bonus.
Yeah, and in this case, this is not something you want.
Kimber Reeves is a senior as well, so it's hard to see if her team ends up dropping this game. I mean, to finish it out that way, that'd be tough.
Yeah, seniors on both teams really playing their hearts out. 2 on Valley. As for the Moquis, they have
2 as well.
3 seniors.
Oh, 3, yeah.
As they inbound the ball, get it into Maisie Dunton. Goes pull-up short jumper from the short corner, no good. But a fight for the rebound will ensue, and it's going to stay Moquis ball. Good hustle there by Taylor Carlisle. Inbound the ball is McCall Dunton. Lobbing it over the top to Maisie Dunton, who goes up strong, up and in off the glass. 41-39 now with 5:25 left to go in the final frame of action.
Oh, this is exciting, Aiden. I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be an exciting finish. Rachel Cox with the ball. Valley trying to keep someone on Rachel Cox at all times, nearly losing her dribble there. Swings it over to Andy Anderson. Out to the corner now to Maddie Cox. Pull-up jumper from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. Rebounded by Escalante. Gets the ball to Maisie Dunton. Nearly stolen. She's going for a foot race. Pull up as she thought she felt a lot of contact. Almost getting that lucky bounce. Fight for it. Just an absolute pile up on the floor as a 2-on-1 fast break. They get the ball to Emma Cox. Goes up. No good. And bodies still flying everywhere along the floor as she's going to go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
You're not allowed to leave this game with a few scrapes and bruises.
Let's see. A good phrase for that would be an avalanche of bodies.
That is a good phrase.
That is. A little court description chart coming in clutch there.
McCall Dunn with only her first foul. That seems like a rarity in this game today.
And the first one up and in from Emma Cox. 42-39 now, still a one-possession game. Chance to push that to 2. Taking a few dribbles. Up. And gets the very lucky bounce on that one. 43-39 from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Moquis trying to find an answer back. Hand the ball off, driving down the lane, goes up. And a lot of contact on that one. They're going to call a charge. Slamming the floor. McCall Dunn, just pleased with that call and letting it be known.
She went almost the entire game with 0 fouls, back-to-back possessions. She has 2.
You know, that seems to be the theme of this game. If you're going to foul once, you're about to foul 2 or 3 more times on the following possessions.
Yep.
Rachel Cox bringing up the ball for Valley. 43-39, 4:25 left to go. Along that far side of the court. Little short dribble, swings it over to Emma Cox. Down the lane. Pull-up jumper from about 7 feet out. Rebounded there by Raylyn Roberts. Nearly losing the ball, but they get it to Maisie Dunton. Going to reverse sides of the court now. Slings the ball over to Raylyn Roberts. Driving down the lane, goes up. Off the side iron, no good. Another fight for the ball. Jump ball. They're going to call that one, and it's going to stay Escalante ball.
Yeah, Sonata Griffin, she's getting to the rack, but she's just not able to get those layups to go. She's really short, though, so it's really hard for it to get up super high over your defender, not get blocked. It's tough.
Yeah, it's an art for these smaller players trying to make shots as she gets the ball in. Up. Air ball on that one. And another jump ball. Lots of hustle from both these teams. You know, both teams really playing like they want it, and I just loving the game they're playing. 43-39 in favor of the Valley Buffaloes with 3:50 left to go in the final frame of action. Both teams 2 fouls away from entering the bonus. Rachel Cox with the ball along that near side, bringing it more center now. Nearly losing her dribble, able to recover. Slinging it down to Andy Anderson along the baseline. Tries to wrap around, and she does up. No good on that shot by Maddie Cox, but she was fouled on the way up. That's going to send her to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. And that foul is whistled against Sonata Griffin.
It's her second.
Cox at the line. Maddie Cox got to specify that as the first one is up. Rattles around before falling, incomplete.
First miss of the day. Before that, she was 2 for 2.
Now, dang, not the perfect time to do that as a timeout is called on the floor. We'll take a quick Zions Bank timeout as well. This state championship basketball brought to you by SUU on TeamHub.live and KTTA 8.1.
Hey Mom, I'm going to Sydney.
Hello? What about the fridge?
Mom, we're going to Sam's.
Somebody shut the door!
Welcome back to 1A B-ball. Outside of that timeout, the Zions Bank timeout for banking that helps you stay in the game no matter where you are. Zions Bank is for you. As another jump ball.
So Maddie Cox went 2 for 2 her first trip, goes 0 for 2 the next.
Yeah, just a rough turns of events there as Sonata Griffin. Valley bringing more full court pressure, more three-quarter court pressure as the ball tipped away there by Lindsey Franklin for Valley. Soars out of bounds, but it will remain Moquis ball along that left side of the basket that they've struggled oh so much with this game. Lobbing it over the top to Maisie Dutton. It's going to go up and fouled on the way up. That one's going to go against Lindsey Franklin.
So as of right now, Maisie is shooting 50% from the line. She's 3 for 6. But these are the most critical free throws of perhaps her entire tenure here at Escalante.
And another player who was foulless bites the dust as Lindsey Franklin picks up her first. And that first shot from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, just not enough on it. Second is up. And that one she is able to connect on.
Stays at 50%.
43-43, 20 left to go in the final frame of action. Rachel Cox with the ball. Backing down her man. Nice screen, trying to do it, and she is tripped. No foul call, though. Fight for the ball. Rachel Cox able to recover. Picks up her dribble. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay Valley ball.
Seems like ever since Valley kind of took this little lead that Escalante's been able to be close, but they just can't get over the hump.
Yeah. Ball into Emma Cox, backing down. Done in the paint, goes up, and she tries to sell the flop. Not getting anything on that one. That's going to make it 45-40 now. 2:50 left to go here in the final frame. Griffin with the ball, swinging it around town to McCall. Dutton gets it back to Griffin from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. Pulled down there by Lindsey Franklin. Facing heavy pressure, she has to get the ball away, and she does to Maddie Cox, who they throw a full court pass. No good. Stolen away by Sonata Griffin, but stolen right back by Rachel Cox, going up with the right hand on the left side, up and in. And that's going to force a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick Zions Bank timeout as well. You're listening to 1A Ball, brought to you by Bryce Canyon Half Marathon on 1aball.com.
Glendale Town wants to wish the Valley Buffaloes success. If you're passing through on your way to Bryce Canyon or Zion, stop in and enjoy the Glendale Apple Festival. Welcome home to Glendale. Griffin Grocery in Escalante is family owned and operated since 1967. They have a great selection of fresh produce, meats, breads, and so much more. Wishing the Moquis success in the postseason tournaments.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout to the game between the Valley Buffaloes and the Escalante Moquis from Zions Bank for banking that helps you power forward. Zions Bank is for you. As a quick whistle called almost immediately. And now it's another Zions Bank timeout. We'll take another timeout here and be right back with more 1A basketball brought to you by Zions Bank on KSLSports.com.
JP Clough Livestock would like to wish the Valley Buffaloes the best of luck during the region and state tournaments. Go Buffaloes! JT Steel is a custom steel fabricator. It all began with a $2,000 job in 1983, from large projects like the BYU baseball stadium to a customer that needs an angle with a couple holes. Owner and Garfield County Commissioner Jerry Taylor wishes all teams success.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout. Zions Bank, for banking designed to help you score more. Zions Bank is for you. As Griffin gets the inbound and a quick travel. She's upset with herself about that one, but they're looking to bring a little full court pressure now. Ball will be on that near side. McCall Dutton did have a bloody nose early in the game, but back in, trying to keep that from happening again as they throw a full court lob, and it's caught by Emma Cox, taking it down the lane, tries to swing it in, and it's going to be Moquis ball.
All right, 2-12, 47-40. You basically have to score every time you can.
And Maisie Dutton looking to do just that as she dribbles the near side court, facing double team pressure, throws it down to Sonata Griffin, stolen away by Emma Cox. And a foul whistled, and she is showing the emotion. And that one will go against Sonata Griffin.
It is astounding how many players with 4 fouls have played for the amount of time that they have with those 4.
It's honestly impressive. It speaks to the level of discipline on the court. They will pick up those first 4 very quickly, but as soon as it really matters and they don't want to be disqualified, they really step it up in terms of not fouling, as the first one from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line clanks off that iron.
First miss of the day for Emma Cox from the free throw line.
Emma Cox again from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Legacy Ace Hardware located at 159 North Main in Panguish, missing that second one as well, as Moquis looking to do it, and a quick travel called against Taylor Carlisle. Just another unfortunate break for Escalante there.
Back-to-back travel calls, that's just tough.
Yeah, just unfortunate break. They inbound the ball to Lindsey Franklin. Now to Rachel Cox up on the far side of the court. Minute 54 left to go. Good ball movement from Valley. Pass fake, bringing it back up top instead is Maddie Cox. Down low to Lindsey Franklin. Tries to go up. No good. Blocked there by Maisie Dutton. Valley able to recover. Gets it to Rachel Cox. Now back to Emma Cox driving along that baseline. Bounce pass nearly stolen. Shot is up. No good, but that's going to send Lindsey Franklin to the line for 2 at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
So Sonata Griffin's gotten 3 fouls here on the 4th alone, so add another player with 4 fouls.
It's spectacular, honestly. Minute 35 left to go, 47-40, as the first shot is up, and it is just right connected on that one.
First point of the game right there.
Franklin at the Legacy Ace Hardware line for one more. Up. And nails that one. Yes, sir. Escalante throwing a full court pass. Tipped away by Rachel Cox. That's going to set him up along the near side of the court.
9-point game here. 90 seconds left. This is going to be tough.
It's a point every 10 seconds. So definitely possible, but going to be hard to overcome. Nice shot fake, picks her dribble up in the corner, facing heavy defensive pressure, knocked away by Emma Cox. That's going to stay Escalante ball. And they're going to call a timeout, try and draw something up. We'll take a quick Zions Bank timeout as well. This state championship basketball brought to you by Garcane Propane on TeamHive.live.
Imagine the next episode features you. Venturing through cinematic landscapes and delving into binge-worthy exploration. Here, you can let imagination go.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout for game-winning banking with the home team feel. Zions Bank is for you as the Valley Buffaloes lead the Escalante Moquis 49-40 with a minute 27 left to go in the 4th and final quarter of the game. Aiden Mortensen, Nate Thatcher on the call for you today. Lots of excitement going on along the sands as they get the ball up to Dutton, who goes up but is fouled on the way up. We'll see if that will be one of the final fouls for a Valley player.
It won't. It's Lindsey Franklin second.
She's about to get 4 in the next minute 24. I feel it. as Dunton goes to the line, lining it up. It is up. And just not strong enough on that one as it clangs off the front iron. Dunton again from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. It is up and rattles around before dropping down low. 49-41 now. Valley with the ball. Rachel Cox taking it up court. Bringing it up the center. She has a lane to the basket. She'll go up with the floater off the front iron. Just a bit too strong on that one. As Moquis have a chance to push the ball. Near travel situation there again as they get the ball to Maisie Dunton, pulling up from the Bryce Canyon City three-point range. No good. Rebounded by Taylor Carlisle, who goes up. No good, and a foul will be called.
Is that going to be another one on Lindsey Franklin?
We can only hope. It is. 3 fouls. Started this quarter with none.
Oh my goodness. We've only had one player foul out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players with 4 fouls and about 5 more with 3.
Ellie Nelson's first shot from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line rolls around before falling out the side.
Ellie hasn't scored at all yet today, so the shot will be critical.
Second shot up. Fight for the rebound after the miss, and it comes down. McCall Dunton driving inside, ripped away, and it will roll out of bounds. It's going to stay Valley ball. 54.4 on the game clock. 49-41 lead for Valley. Much closer than their last 2 matchups. As they're set to inbound the ball along that C on Richfield. They swing it out to Ellie Nelson, pulling up from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. McCall Dunton trying to lay it on the line and swipe it back in, just not being able to connect with it.
Yeah, Maisie's giving it her all today.
And she's been doing a spectacular job of that. She is a senior, not wanting to go out like this. Steals the ball away. Gets it to pulling up from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. Fight for the rebound. And it's going to go off the knee of Emma Cox. And that's going to stay Moquis ball. So a lot of chances for Escalante here. Just not able to convert on many of them. Sonata Griffin checks back into the game for Raylan Roberts.
That's why it was so rare at the beginning. Every shot just seemed to be going down for Escalante.
And a lot of whistling, a little extracurricular activity down beneath the basket. Ref telling them to knock it off as they're still kind of shoving as the ref looks on. Nice little bunch formation from everyone involved. And they're going to call a charge. And that one is going to go against what looks to be McCall Dunton. That one's going to be her third, and that's going to send Valley into the bonus with a chance to ice this game at the free throw line. Little deliberation now here between the referees. Players looking like it was a technical foul for a second, but no, just a regular bonus foul shot.
So McCall now has 3 as we're just over 40 seconds.
Cox lining up that shot. It is up from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line as that one bangs hard off the rim.
She made her first 2, but now she's missed her last 3 from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Emma Cox trying to line up that second one, trying to ice the game. It is up. Gets the unlucky bounce pulled down by Maisie Dunton. Who else as she brings it up the near side of the court. Pull up 3 from beyond the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. Fight for the rebound. Both teams laying their body on the line. It's going to roll out of bounds and stay Moquis ball. 28.8 seconds left in the game. 49-41 lead for Valley after finding themselves in a 10-point deficit going into halftime. They've come storming back in this one as they get the ball inside, facing immediate double team pressure. They try and get the ball to Griffin, and it rolls out of bounds. That's going to be Valley ball with 24.4 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. Both teams in the bonus. Emma Cox set to inbound the ball. She throws the beautiful Tom Brady pass to Andy Anderson, who goes up and in.
That'll do it right there.
51-41 with 18 seconds left to go. I've never seen such a beautiful pass. It was like watching a rainbow form across the sky as they get the ball to Griffin, who pulls it from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line. No good. Emma Cox coming away with it. Gets the ball to Lindsey Franklin. to Rachel Cox, who's going to dribble out the remainder of the clock. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen, as the Valley Buffaloes defeat the Escalante Moquis 51-41. We will take a quick break and then be right back with the Rubies in postgame report and highlights. We'll be right back. This broadcast brought to you by Windy Mesa Studio on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1.